My name is Kate Esso, and today I will be discussing the chickenpox vaccine. So, the first thing I want to do is describe what chickenpox is. So, chickenpox is a highly contagious disease that's caused by the varicella zoster virus. It's transmissible through respiratory droplets and fluid located within the blisters. So, this virus causes one to have an itchy blister-like rash on the body, and it's the fluid within these blisters that causes it to be transmitted from one person to the next. Adults may also experience tiredness and a fever prior to the rash developing. So this rash, it's going to spread all over the body. However, it first begins to develop on the chest, back, and face, and then it will continue its course to develop all over. Since this disease is caused by a virus, there is no cure. However, the symptoms can be treated using anti-inflammatories. So I would also like to discuss the history of this disease. So chickenpox has an extensive history within the United States. Prior to the vaccine being created and distributed, more than 4 million people contracted chickenpox. Of this 4 million, between 10,500 and 13,000 people were hospitalized, and 100 to 150 people died each year. In 1995, however, the chickenpox vaccine became available within the United States, and it's estimated that it prevented 91 million chickenpox cases, 238,000 hospitalizations, and about 2,000 deaths. Now, the image on this slide represents the effectiveness of this vaccine. As you can see, after the vaccine was distributed in 1995, the number of chickenpox cases decreased substantially. Now we're going to discuss how this vaccine even works. So the chickenpox vaccine contains a small amount of a weakened chickenpox causing virus, the varicella zoster virus. Once injected, it induces both a humoral and cell-mediated immune response. I know this sounds confusing. However, the humoral immune response indicates that the antibody IgG is being secreted from plasma cells within your body. It's important to note that IgG is the most common antibody within the human body and protects you from infection by recognizing germs that you've been previously exposed to. The cell-mediated immune response induces the activation of CD4 plus T helper cells and CD8 plus T lymphocyte cells. In simple terms, CD4 plus T helper cells work by suppressing the immune reaction caused by the chickenpox infection. CD8 plus T lymphocyte cells work by destroying virus-infected cells and producing antivirals that can prevent further infection. Finally, I think it's very important to discuss who should receive this vaccine. Children under 13 years of age or younger should get their first dose of the vaccine when they're between 12 and 15 months of age. Their second dose should be given between the ages of 4 and 6 years old. Now, if you are 13 years or older, you can only receive the vaccine if you had never contracted chickenpox in the past, and your doses should be about 28 days apart. It's recommended that people who are in constant contact with others, such as healthcare professionals, college students, child care workers, military personnel, etc., be vaccinated to prevent the spread of this disease.